The automation uses a specific AI model to do the thinking, and which model you choose is the single biggest lever on your bill. Different models cost different amounts. Some are cheap and fast, some are expensive and smart. Use an expensive model for everything and your provider balance disappears faster than you'd expect. Use a cheap model for everything and the agent gets dumb the moment you need it to be sharp. The fix is smart routing. One model for casual chat, a different one for the work that actually has to think. The mental model is 3 tiers. Tier 1 is the premium stuff like GPT 5.4, Claude Opus. These are smart, slow, and expensive. Tier 2 is the everyday horsepower, GPT 5 Mini, Claude Sonnet. These are fast, capable, and cheap. Tier 3 is the dirt cheap or free end like DeepSeek or Open models. They're perfectly fine for simple chat. The whole game is matching each task to the right tier, and OpenClaw does most of that for you once you set one routing rule. In Telegram, say something like, add a rule to agents.md, default to Sonnet for chat and simple tasks, and use Opus when I ask you to reason, research, or use tools. You can use whatever models you want, but I recommend using lighter weight, cheaper models for simple tasks, and generally you want to default to flagship top-end models for more complex tasks, or agent orchestration. Go ahead and submit that, and OpenClaw writes the rule and confirms it as done. This one line can save you 80% of your credit burn. OpenClaw's Workspace UI can also show you what your usage is and how many credits you've burned. On the left side, go to Usage, and here you can get a summary that shows you exactly how many tokens you used and what the cost is. So here's the cost for today is $1.10 across 2 different sessions. And you can always change it to a 7-day, 30-day, or custom time range to see exactly how many tokens you're using. Now, while this is pretty good for getting a general idea of what your costs are, I've found it's not 100% accurate. So if you want to see exactly how much you spent on AI calls, the best place to find this is in your LLM provider dashboard. For example, if we go to platform.claude.com to see the Claude console, you can see the credits that are available and remaining. And this updates pretty regularly. So you can even check this balance between messages on Telegram to see exactly how much each message is costing you. Any third-party APIs you have may also have their own additional costs. So you want to check the dashboards there too to get a sense for how much that's costing you. In addition to setting the model you're chatting with automatically, you can also change the model at any time in a conversation manually. You can do this in the OpenClaw dashboard by clicking the drop-down in the chat window and changing the model here. This gives you access to change to any of the models you have connected. Right now, I just have Anthropic models connected, so I have the various tiers of Claude. You can also do this directly from Telegram by typing / to show the list of commands, and then typing model and submitting that command. Once you do that, you can click Browse Providers, and then it'll show you the list of all the different providers you have connected, and you could change your current chat session to any of the connected providers, just like you can in the OpenClaw dashboard. Since we're through most of the heavy lifting that I like to use Opus for, I'll go ahead and switch my chat to Sonnet to save a few tokens. And here we get a confirmation that this model will be used for our next message. Here's one troubleshooting note that belongs right next to this cost conversation. If your bot suddenly goes quiet, stops replying to Telegram, stops running its automations, the first thing to check is whether your provider balance ran out. Open your OpenAI or Anthropic dashboard and look at the remaining balance. If it's 0, top it up, and the bot should come back to life without you doing anything else. But if the balance is fine, that's when you move on to the real troubleshooting. We'll cover that later in this video. There are 3 traps to watch for while you're getting comfortable. None of them are catastrophic, but each one will quietly cost you more than you'd expect. First, using a tier 1 model for everything. That's totally fine for testing, but if you wire a top tier model up to something that runs every few minutes for a month, that's how you watch $100 evaporate over a weekend. Match the tier to the task. Second, retry loops. If a tool call fails and the agent retries 5 times in a row, that's 5 times you just paid for. This is more likely to happen with a cheap or free model than a tier 1 model, but it's getting better with time. If a number looks weird on your usage panel, that's almost always what happened. You can avoid this by giving your agent a rule not to retry something more than 3 times without checking in with you first to find a solution. Third, and this really is the combination of the first 2, heartbeats on top-tier models. That's the same problem we hit at the end of the automation chapter. Expensive thinking every few minutes, running in the background while you're not even looking. If you ever put something on Heartbeat, double check what model it's using.